I know, that's because I took off. I stopped pressing my touch to speak.
Yeah.
When you're editing, oh, the stream started.
Right. We're live, lads. Sup, lads? Centricom Gaming here. Welcome back to the second episode of the podcast, which is episode 1. And today we are here with Sterling Inu,
He's got me locked in his basement. Please help.
otherwise known as Charlie. Then we are here with Sabatino. Hello, sir.
Hello. I got a beanie
Um,
today, and I'm very happy. And I've got my own YouTube channel, which Charlie's probably going to link here. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
also all of our Snapchats on the screen for you to go and add up.
And also, we have good old Joey Scambray.
If you're always wondering, you can add up Sterling Emu on Instagram at 7emu and Kuso06 and Joe Scams and Luke Cordilla. We all need a good follow.
You're a saint.
Yeah, thank you for the
Wait,
shout
Charlie.
out. But yeah, so
Yep.
Charlie, wait. How are we going to be able to watch this stream, Charlie, if we're listening to ourselves? Because then it will just be how do I explain it? It will just be repeating. It will just be an echo, basically, when we're listening on our ends. How will that work?
mute your spells when
Good
you watch
point.
it.
Yeah, just mute while you watch it.
When I say it, then
Mute ourselves. Mute or deafen ourselves
mute
Mute.
yourselves.
when we're watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're watching it, just mute yourselves while you're
And
watching the video.
when are you going to click on this video, Charlie? Anyway, Luke, I had a question for you, Luke.
Yeah.
When editing in the app that we use, is it all right? Can we zoom in on parts of a video, like while the video is playing? Can we do that or not?
Yes, you can. Basically,
can.
what you do is you click on the clip, and it should say cropping, and then you just zoom in, and if you want it to stay in like the same thing, there should be like an equal sign, and that way it stays kind of like equal.
Okay, thank you.
That's the best way I can explain it. Yeah. So right.
Right.
So today
We're
gonna
doing
be speaking about-
yeah.
No me
who's
Gusta.
who's saying it?
Hold on,
What was
Johnny's
that?
called me Indian. Joe's
Yeah,
Forsky.
Johnny's-
Sam's an
Joe's
Indian.
in the,
Fair enough.
Okay. So
Joe's
right,
in the group chat.
what we're going to be doing.
Johnny's in the.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing is explaining schools and what we think of schools, and also the epic lads day out today. So right,
But
Dad.
first,
Wait. First off, we have a
Me
video.
Gusta.
From
we
Yeah,
have
video.
my video. So everyone, go onto the live stream right now and mute yourselves.
okay, that's what we're going to be doing. We're just going to mute ourselves now.
Charlie, you can't hear the audio. It's messed up. You're not playing the audio, Charlie. Everyone unmute themselves. Charlie, you're not playing the audio.
For me, it was playing the audio.
It was playing the audio for you. Oh crap! Yeah, it's because I got my thing in.
Yeah.
Crap. Right.
It's probably right. Never mind. Just continue playing it, Charlie.
No, no,
Continue
no.
playing it.
I'll start from the beginning.
Start from the
just
beginning, yes, please.
beginning.
I'll have to deafen
Yeah,
myself
okay.
on. I have to leave this Discord group chat and then I'll come back to it. All right.
Yeah, good.
Press the feet on. Thanks for letting us
Okay.
Alright,
witness
so I hope
this
back
video.
on stream.
Okay,
Or on
right.
Discord.
That was an interesting thing. I'm gonna have nightmares for a while. I know that for a fact. I think Sam's just gonna join back, but Charlie, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I.
It's
There's
just nothing.
someone called Holland92 on this server. He said had a comment, sums it up perfectly. Cancer would have been less scary than this.
All right, the video is now. How do I explain? The video is now free for
Live.
anyone to watch. It's not it's not a link video. Sorry, so anyone can go watch it if they want to. The link will be. Where do you want me to put the link?
I don't know.
It was a
No,
good
but
video.
Johnny
good
leaked
video,
my
yeah?
address in the live chat.
Did he
Johnny
actually-
I
did he
tried to
actually?
hide him. So
Joe
I'm sorry,
Skims would
Johnny,
rate it
man.
10 out of 10.
He leaked my full address, like my house number, my roads, Sheerness, Kent. Oh, I'm nearly leaking it. There you go, let's try finding me, Sheerness, Kent. Good luck finding my actual address.
Right, the
Oh,
video
I'm glad I
is
don't even live there.
uploaded.
From
You
Luke's-
can go
I think
see it.
I'll
I'm glad I
watching
don't
it.
even live there, so neat.
Yeah, there we go.
I have 4 subscribers. That's decent. Cancer would have been less scary. I like that.
For everyone
liked the video.
interested though, on stream, the male right next to Michael Rosen, bottom left corner, that is our good pal Sab. For anyone
Oh
interested.
yes, it's me with my beanie on. Have I got my beanie on in them pictures? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you put,
Yeah, that's me and my beanie.
Charlie, can you put
Speaking
your
of
phone in front
beanie-
you?
Right, yeah, Charlie, you saw the title. Speaking of beanie, why don't we talk about how I managed to obtain this beanie by talking
Yes.
about mine, mine, Luke's, Joe's, and Tasman's all day out today.
Yeah, that. So start off, Sav. So you explain this story. You have the right to explain this story.
Okay, so we have exactly. Sorry, wait, let me check. We have exactly 4 days left of the summer holiday before we go back to school. So it was all of our ideas to go and meet up today, have a little tribute to the summer holidays. I've just gotten back from Italy, so it would have been the first time I'd have seen Joe, Luke, or Tasman, anyone really, apart from a couple of people I've seen, but that's irrelevant. What I'm trying to say is that we wanted to make the most of the last few days we had left before we were going back to school, because we have the new school year coming up. This school year will probably be about 90% curriculum and 10% social. Due to it being our last year at school, we won't have much time to go out with friends. We won't have much time to do anything but study, really, because we're going to be so engrossed in getting our GCSEs that we may not even have time for each other, which is sad, but that's how the school
Yeah.
system works. And we'll talk about the school system later, but for now, we're going to be talking about actually going out today. So the day out started as Luke came to the park across my road. I went and met him there, and Tasman shortly joined after getting off the bus. Tasman is a friend, but she couldn't be here this evening, though she will probably watch this video. R.I.P. Taz. Then Joe came along as well. I don't think Joe was dropped off, were you?
Yeah, I was dropped off. I just
Joe,
dropped
yeah.
off up the road.
Yeah, Joe was dropped off the road, and then he came to not Tesco's. He came to the park as well. After about 10 minutes at the park, not very long, we went to McDonald's where we had our food. I gave most of my food to Luke because I couldn't really be bothered to eat it all. I felt very sick.
Wait,
Yeah, and I've got some fast metabolism as well, so I can eat anything I want without putting on
that's
weight.
bad. For one of our lucky viewers in this video, I'd like to give a shout
What are you
out to
doing,
Alfie
Joe?
Bushby, who's watching
Oh,
this video.
is Bushby on the
Yeah,
stream?
Yeah, he's watching the stream right now. He just messaged me. So everyone help Alfred Bushby on Instagram and Facebook because he's a mega lad to this. Unfortunately, he couldn't meet us today, but he's a good boy.
Okay, right. Thank you for that
You
chat.
can carry on.
Okay, so right, let's carry on. Like, Sam, continue with the story.
So we ended up eating McDonald's, and then it wasn't a very big lunch or whatever you'd call it. It was like brunch kind of, because it was very early in the morning. It was around quarter past 11 at this time. So then we went to Tesco's, and for any of you American viewers, it's basically a British Walmart. It's actually owned by Walmart. It's under the same company, but
But Tesco's doesn't sell guns.
Tesco's doesn't sell guns apart from Nerf guns, which is the only kind of guns that I would be seeing in my household. If
Or
you whip
school.
out any other, I will whip out the gun. No, normal guns are allowed in
Only
school.
only school shooting I want
It
to see
does
is a
have,
Nerf war. So shut up.
teapots.
Anyway, right. So at that point, Luke started recording. We were in a book section, and Joe was reading a book about a child in his bum, and Luke decided to take up the opportunity and start recording. Started recording. This will be put potentially in a vlog that Luke will release on this very channel that you're watching this on right now,
Yeah,
which
like,
Luke may
yeah.
upload.
Yeah, the thing that happened, like, it wasn't meant to be like an entire video or vlog. Like, Joe, he just started some reading, some like I said, like some child book, right? About
I
this
see.
Still
Okay.
some
kid
epic
bully.
book.
Yeah, an epic child's book. So then I just started filming him, and then it all just started there. Like, I just couldn't stop filming. So like, I think I ended up filming about
So
50% of the rest of the day. But yeah, continue.
yeah, Luke filmed quite a lot of it. But after we were finished in the books aisle, we travelled to the clothes aisle where we made fun of you, Charlie, quite a lot. You'll see that in the video.
Fuck you.
I then came across a set of beanies. Now, this is a very important part in the video, which you'll need to watch over and over to understand the true in-depth realization that came to me when I found these beanies. So, in all honesty, I've been looking for a beanie for a while. I've been looking, and I was going to buy this very nice Fred Perry one, which is green, but it's quite small, and that was £20. And I was genuinely considering buying that soon enough. I was going to order it online because that's the only place you can find it, I think. And we came across some Tesco's ones. Now, for any of you who don't know, Tesco's is very cheap, very cheap. They probably have more ethical ways of producing their clothes than Nike or Adidas or Puma or any of the big brands that cost
We-
millions. But
You
they,
said probably, right?
yeah, they probably
no
use more
guarantees.
ethical. I mean, like I said, this beanie that I'm wearing right now, it says made in China, so you can't ever trust anything like that because it was probably made by a 2-year-old who doesn't know how to read or write yet. But you know, anyway, so
They-
I found
They
a
probably have
set.
suicide nets around the factory, right? Sorry, just had to
They-
say that.
They definitely have suicide nets around the factory. Anyway, so there was about 9 different beanies, I think there were. And so me and my good friend Tasman, we were all trying them on me because I was definitely buying one, and I wanted to see which one I'd buy. There was 4 for £6, and I think the rest for 12 or £14. I can't remember. But I ended up selling with a £6 one. It's very cheap. It's very small. It's very
Reasonable.
It's very. I like it. It's very. How do I explain it? It's like so nonchalant that it's quite snazzy. Anyway, so I bought this beanie, and I didn't realize it then, but this beanie would soon become a part of me. This beanie would help me
Like a
fool
mullet.
women. This beanie, like a mullet, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. Though it ironically hides my mullet. This beanie would give me confidence. This beanie would come off on other people. This beanie would get girls to hate or love me, depending on which kind of girl you are. You know, you're either a beanie lover or a beanie hater. Anyway,
As you might
so-
see in future videos.
Like the mullet.
as you might see in Luke's videos, because an incident happened with a few girls on a bus. Anyway,
Basically,
so
we're saying subscribe so you can find out. Yeah. basically.
subscribe so you can find out what happens later. Anyway, so we got out of Tesco's after we bought my beanie. Luke, what did you buy in Tesco's, Luke? You bought something, didn't you?
I bought like a massive 1 litre bottle of Lucasade after we were just looking about for your beanie. But I made some
Oh,
very
right, yeah.
inappropriate comments about how she was going to wear. Like, some of them just looked like used condoms. Like, no joke. Like, you couldn't afford the condom to use the sock. Like, they just didn't look right. But yeah, I bought a £1 bottle of Lucasade. Continue.
So
Solid.
Luke bought a £1 bottle of Lucasade. Joe didn't buy anything in Tesco's. So then us four, me, Taz, Joe, and Luke, we went off down the beach where we lost Joe for a bit. There's a part of that in the vlog.
Again.
Joe just kind of ran off. This happens often. You'll come to find
Wait,
with Joe.
Every
It's just-
time.
when did I run off the beach?
We were on the beach and then you ran off. Do you remember near the sports centre, the leisure centre?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that happened. Then
I was so
as we were
scared you
walking,
you run off.
as we were walking, we saw 2 men, both with beanies on, and I came to the conclusion that they're time travelers, right? And that they've seen this video, they've seen me, my own YouTube channel, Vargan. Go subscribe to Vargan, and they saw how popular I became and how prominent the beanie was in youth culture. So they were like, "Damn, I want a beanie." So then they went back in time, got a beanie, and then they traveled to where we were and ended up buying a beanie just for me.
Hashtag Beanie Gang.
Hashtag Beanie Gang. I am the leader of Beanie Gang.
Also,
Beanie Gang.
As you
Joey
can see, we
Go on.
don't
Scout has
believe in
found his
coincidences
beanie,
here.
so he's part of the Beanie Gang as well.
Okay.
I'm the only one who's allowed to wear a beanie in our group, guys. Anyway, so we ended up walking to, I'm not going to say the name, but it's like a park kind of thing that we have near us. It's just a massive field. There's quite a lot of private land there. You'll see that there's a lake. There's a couple of lakes there.
Some
There
play equipment.
There's play equipment. There's a bar, like a cafe kind of thing that some people run, which is always nice. It's got lovely food in there. They do like
A few toilets.
panini. Yeah, they have public toilets as well. They have paninis in there. They have like hot chocolates. They'll do cokes and stuff like that. It's just a nice place. It's just a little quaint cafe. So we got, because it would have been the usual the usual path that people take to get to this said like park thing, this point, let's call it, is over a bridge. But this bridge, I'm not sure how, but it's managed to be broken kind of over the summer holidays. So we had to take a 5-minute detour around the bridge to actually get onto this place. Now, so
Yeah.
the cafe and the play equipment and everything that you normally go to the place for, unless you're walking dogs, is near the bridge. But obviously, because we had to take the detour, we were away from the cafe. So we got to a kind of, it was just an open field where Luke has a bit of recording from that. It was just me, Luke, and Tasmin at that point because Joe went home for a second because he lives quite near the place. But Joe went
What about
home.
your kick?
Sorry,
Your epic kick.
but we didn't catch that on camera, unfortunately. We caught a couple
Just
flights.
speak about
We
it.
caught a couple fails. I do have a video of me failing, Luke. But Joe went off for a bit to his house to get something. I can't remember what, but he went to go get something, and we ended up staying there and waiting for him for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Oh, okay. Before Joe came back to the field, and we went to the cafe because me and Tasman were quite thirsty. Joe didn't have a drink, but he wasn't thirsty, and Luke had his apple Lucozade that he was drinking.
And
So,
Monster
as we got-
Energies.
And he had about 12 Monster Energies in his bag. I'm joking, he only had 2, but that's still enough to classify as a Kyle. Anyway.
Hashtag Kyle.
Yeah.
So we all got to the cafe because we were going to buy a drink initially, me and Tasman. I guess we were going to buy a Coke or something. And it was closed. The place wasn't open at all. The message said that it would open on Saturday, this Saturday coming. So that would be the, Thursday. So it would be the 7th.
Yeah.
So initially we didn't know where to go because we were very thirsty at that point. We'd been walking for quite a while. If you look on my health kind of app I have on my phone, I think I have 20,000 steps done today, which is about double the amount that I normally do. I have a target every day for 10,000. I normally hit that every day. But yeah, I guess today I've done some extra walking. Anyway, so me and Tasman had to go to a very, very far away corner shop, like extremely far away. It was about 20 to 30 minutes far away. So the thing is, I wouldn't mind if it was like loads of different roads that you could go down, but it's one extremely long road that you have to go down. It's like one really long 20-30 minute road that you have to walk down, which has nothing but a few houses. There's no like things that you can really look at apart from a couple of fields, like I said. So me and Tasman got to the place. We ended up buying 2 packets of each of us bought a packet of sweets and 2 drinks. So at the end of it, we had 4 drinks and 2 packets of sweets. We ended up going all the way back and meeting Luke and Joe because they stayed. They didn't come with us
Wait,
because they
can
didn't
we
need to get
quickly
drunk.
Where
can I
to
quickly bump in and quickly show that sub story? Right, I'm gonna quickly share a sub story here.
Just-
Basically, right, before we got lost,
I
right,
was trying to
just
find a
before
football
they
from
were,
a bush.
no, wait, Joe, no, not that one. Basically, right, there was like a post, yeah, but some car must have like hit or something, because on these fields, you know where you go into like dog walking fields, you've got like a bit of concrete from like a car park, and around the car park, you usually got like little wooden posts, like kind of what they have in the streets to stop cars from like going on the pavement, like that, but wooden. And one was just like kind of sticking out the ground, you know. So, you know, me being me, I decided to pick up like this post from the ground and it had like a mouldy bottom. So I'm picking it up, kind of showing off. Yeah, I don't know why. And then the bottom just breaks away, and then I end up breathing in like splinters. So right now I have like lung splinters inside of me. And then these like moist bits of wood just go in my mouth. So I'm there just like crouched over, spitting, and like they're just like looking at me like, what is this nonce doing? And yeah. And then, like Sab said, they ended up going off to Costcutter to get these drinks and sweets and all that because they were quite thirsty. But me, I had the Monster and like 2 liters of Lucozade in my bag. So yeah, I was alright on drinks. So then, yeah, me and Joe, we're meant to be meeting up with them like at the this like place by it, just like somewhere. Yeah,
We got
Right,
lost because
close.
we kept the ball in the bush.
yeah, we got
And they
lost
walked
because
off.
we fell behind them basically, and yeah, so then we got lost. We tried meeting up with them, so we ended up going down all these side streets and everything, and we ended up at some like really dodgy private school, and I mean it's like some cult
Private
school.
primary school.
Yeah, like a private
But-
primary school. I mean like they had like
If you're
straw
not
hats.
wondering, we are not nonsense. It was after school finished.
Yeah, we're not nonsense. We just hang out outside schools when the
It was-
kids are coming out, right?
It was after 3 p.m, so everyone was gone.
So then, yeah, that was an experience and a half. But yeah, and then we ended up meeting up with them, and yeah, we had epic gamer moments. But yes, sorry, Sab, continue.
So that was kind of like when we realized that we should probably start heading off. Believe it or not, what I just told you took course over about. Well, we all met up at about 10, and by the point we all met back after me and Tasman had gone to Costco's, it was about 10 to 4. So all of what I just told you, including from going to the park all the way to going to Costco's, that was about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, which is crazy because you don't think that it would be that much, but yeah, because I managed to explain it all in 10 minutes. But that was when we all realized that we should probably start going home. But all of us live normally, roundabouts in the same direction, so we kind of all walked home together. This was when we got to I don't know how to explain it. It's like a kind of, it's on the side of a highway, well, not a highway, but a busy road, and it's like a flat grassland area, and we were walking on that to get back to our homes when I saw a public bus, and this public bus was special because I have some friends our age, which go to different schools far away, but they live near us, so they have to get buses. So initially, I saw this bus, and I took it upon myself to go try and see if any of my friends were on it. The bus was moving, and I don't know who, but some girl at the back, blonde, kind of long face, kind of tall, she decided to start waving at me. And I didn't know if it was one of my friends or not, so I started waving back. And I come to the conclusion that, it was my beanie that attracted this girl. But
Shout out to that girl if she's watching.
shout out to that blonde girl if you're watching. I think she went
You
to
know
the
you are.
only girls' school. The only girls' school I think she went to. But yeah, there was
It was
that.
around
And then
4 o'clock today.
it was around 4 o'clock when she was being driven home by the bus driver. On a double-decker bus, she was sitting in the back. Then a few, all the buses started coming past because they all started coming past at one moment. Really, this was there was about 3 more, 2 of which, one consisted of I think I saw one of my friend's friends, not one of my friends, but my friend's friend, and I think oh, Luke, I checked with that girl that we thought it was. By the way, it wasn't her. She doesn't get the bus. The girl we thought was sitting at the
Oh,
front.
yeah.
That wasn't her. Yeah, that wasn't her because she gets the train. Anyway, so on a different bus though, there was a girl who sat at the front. I've never seen this girl in my whole life. Bearing in mind, I was waving at this bus, and she gives me one of the dirtiest looks ever, and I don't know why. Honestly, she looked so unhappy with me, like I'd just got naked in front of her or something.
She
If
didn't
If
like
that
the
girl's
beanie.
watching, you
if-
can
She
bugger
didn't
right
like
off.
the beanie. I'm telling you, she didn't like the
If-
beanie.
Yes, there's 2 type of girls, Charlie. There's ones
Like,
that love
it-
beanies and ones that hate beanies. But like I said, if there was no bus in between me and her, she would have come up to me and slit my throat right there and then. She was not happy with me for whatever reason, but she just wasn't happy.
By the way,
So
by beanie in this context, we don't mean the hat. We mean his skin color because he looks Mexican. So yeah, it would have been a hate crime. And the
I'm just,
hat.
I'm just hated, guys. But no, yeah, we ended up then pulling out an England flag that Joe had within his small bag, and me and Joe held it on the side of this kind of highway thing while loads of cars drove past, screaming about
Oh.
Brexit.
And then my granddad came driving past.
Joe's granddad did drive past at one point, which was quite awkward for him. But
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
my granddad's not watching this, but a shout to my granddad. He's a big lad, and we all like him.
shout
Yeah,
out to
no,
Joe's granddad.
Yeah, me and Joe got so
So-
lost.
Not-
We was
not
actually
gonna say-
considering
not
going
gonna
to
say
Joe's
his name.
granddad's.
But big up my granddad.
Big up his granddad. So after that, after screaming about Brexit and waving at a couple of buses, it was time for us to all go home. So by the end of it, Joe and Tasman they kind of walked away, but me and Luke ran. Me and Luke decided to kind of jog home.
Yeah, I think the
Um,
Tasman was on the phone just walking behind you because I left to go down to my house.
Okay. So at the end of it, it was just me and Luke, and then me and Luke both parted ways as well. I said goodbye to him, he said goodbye to me, and
Yeah.
I walked home. And that was that.
No.
That
Yeah,
was
so
our day
epic-
out. It might not sound very interesting, but when and if Luke gets this vlog out, you'll be able to see how much of an epic day it was. It was very good. It was a very good last day to set us into year 11, because we're probably not going to have many days like this now that we're all focused on our GCSEs, now that we're all focused on the curriculum.
And-
And speaking of
think-
curriculum, that leads us to our next subject, school.
School.
Which
Hashtag
Luke-
big lad Alfie Bushby sadly can't be in this Discord. So
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay. So
Yeah,
Luke,
so
if
he's-
you'd like to start us off
he's
on this subject
worthy
about
of
school.
another shout out.
So right, lads, let me start us
No.
off. Let me start us off on the topic about school. Right, we're going to discuss school and basically what we honestly think about school. In my personal opinion, me and Sab were discussing it today when we was by like this private school area or something. But yeah, we believe school and like just how it's out. It's just stupid to be honest. Like, yeah. But first, let me go into the fundamentals of British education. So
It's
what we're gonna do-
very different to American education. Let me just add,
Yeah.
There's no school
it's incredibly
shootings.
different.
we're
There's
going
no
to
school
start.
That's
shootings, but
different.
there's other things as well.
We're going to explain the different types of students and the different types of teachers, and then just the rules of school in the UK. Yeah, and yeah, we're not even we're going to be going into curriculum, but I mean we're not even going to be going into it. I mean we will be going into it, but we're not very happy with it. So first, let's discuss the type of students. We have 4 different type of students. We have the extremely autistic, like why are they not in a special school type of students? I mean, these are your anime lovers, typically part of the LGBTQ community. I'm not dissing the LGBTQ community, but they are gay because they want to be special.
Or
not
they have some
because-
sort of disability.
Yeah, not because they're men. No, what?
No, that women.
Okay, just ignore
We
those.
have facial hair. No, that women.
They do it because they want to be
Change
special,
my
not because
underwear.
Joe. They do it because they want to be special, not legitimately gay. And they typically have like mental disabilities like ADHD, autism.
Luke, you
or
sound rather
they-
bigoted right now.
I am a racist. No, I'm joking. Or am I? You decide. Yeah, but yeah, they're those. They're special, quirky, listen to Billie Eilish, that type of people. Then you have the casual, slightly autistic people, but we get on with people. We're not too annoying, alright? And I would say that's us, basically. We like
I'd say that-
internet.
Mm. Oh.
Wait, yeah,
I'd say-
continue.
I'd say that no one really picks on us because they have no reason to. The fact is that we keep so much to ourselves. It's not like people can point out something we did like 5 years ago or something we said, because the fact is we hardly ever say stuff to each other. So let alone letting other people who aren't even on our friendship group that could potentially bully us get into this whole topic of listening to us. I'd like to say that all of us in this group right now, not even just in this Discord call, but in our friendship group, none of us are ever disrespectful to teachers or
Other
higher
people.
authority, and that's not due to us seeing them in a higher way. I
It's
think
'cause
that's
Sab's
mostly just
black.
due to the fact. I think it's mostly just down to the fact that none of us can actually give a shit to get in trouble. Like, it's more trouble than it's worth, and we're not ready to get into that. We'd rather just keep our mouths quiet, keep our heads down, and get on with our work. And that is what all of us do in this group.
Yeah, basically we're introverts. We find it more rewarding to be in small groups, like because we're like in a very small friendship group. It's like about 8 of us, and it may not sound like a lot, but it may not sound a lot. It may sound like a lot of people, but it's not. But yeah,
Yeah, we're all mad lads.
yeah, we are all mad lads. Yeah, but then that's us. Like, I hope we explained ourselves. We're memesters, to put it short. Then you have the wannabe chavs. If you do know what a chav is, basically imagine
Someone who
400
thinks
pound
they're
bin
hard.
bags. 400-pound bin bag crackheads. That's what they are. They brag about the fact how they got
Right, men.
scammed. Right, basically they wannabe chavs. They stick up to the real chavs, who we'll get in a bit later. They lick their bums because they want to be seen as one of them. They buy like 300 quid shoes, which cost like 2 quid to make, and they pay like some like enslaved Indonesian people their own lives. Like they pay them their right to live. Like they don't get paid anything. Like these are the factories that they have suicide nets around, so the workers don't kill themselves. So they got more employees. Yeah, like they're bragging about the fact that they got scammed by some like multi-million-pound company. Like yeah, like you get the point, and they do weeds because they think it's cool, and all that
Huh.
stuff. I don't,
That-
and the girls typically are ugly, but they headbutt makeup every morning. That like their eyelashes look like skidders. If you don't know what I mean by that, like you know when you have like a really nasty shit and like you got that like scratches on the toilet bowl.
Luke, calm down. You're
That's
gonna
what
get
that-
jumped.
That's
Just
what their
saying.
eyebrows look like. Yeah, yeah. That's just me except the wannabe chavs. Then you got the chavs. You don't want to mess with the chavs if you look at them in the wrong way. And the proper chavs,
I'll
I have
beat
a
you
lot
up.
of- honestly, some of them I have a lot of respect for. Half of them I have a lot of respect for. The other half, yeah, they're stupid. Yeah,
No, not
half
women.
half of them I
We
want to be
have
challenged,
facial
promoted.
not women.
But yeah, these other dudes who smoke weed.
I changed
They-
my underwear.
Joe, they wear the
Sorry,
400.
let's do have push me.
They wear the
You asked me to.
400-pound
Shoes.
bin bag with pride. Yeah. But and the best thing is, the worst thing I don't like about them is they think they're hard. The way they speak, like sometimes you'll be having a conversation with one, and you're on the verge of calling A&E. You think they're having a stroke. But yeah, and don't get me what they're like to teachers. They're excluded once a week or suspended once a week. Yeah, they just hate authority. Yeah, these are the types of student. That's me getting jumped, I'm afraid now, because of my chads. I want to be chads. I've just described 90% of people in my school.
It's fine. Sub's black. They can't do anything to you, Luke.
Yeah.
I have a race card that I just pull out
It's like
every
backup,
time
mate.
someone does something wrong
I'll
to me.
scream rape if you come near me.
It's
Um,
very
um,
rare, but you might find a VCSO girl or boy.
There's
Yeah.
no such thing as a VCSO boy. They're called Visco, Joe.
No.
Visco.
Disco girl boy. What?
And why isn't it called VISCO then?
It's just
Okay,
not. The
And
actual
that
Visco.
oop.
Charlie, what?
What just happened?
What did you, Charlie? You cut out. You just yeeted yourself into existence. What did you do, Charlie?
You,
And that.
you cut out
Oh,
mid scream.
And that oop.
Oh.
Okay.
And
Oh.
I. Oop.
Okay, lads. Right. Let me discuss. Let me get into the teachers.
Skidder.
With the teachers, you have
So
4 different
retarded.
types of teachers as well. You got
female.
You got the teacher. you got the teacher who don't give a crap. They sit there and supervise the class. They literally sit there and watch you do everything. Like these teachers, they sit there and they watch you misbehave. They don't do anything. They're on their phone, or they're even playing along with it and having fun
Unless they're
themselves.
blind.
Yeah, unless they're blind, they don't know what's going on. Yeah,
And,
but then
That
just
one
Yeah,
Polish teacher
Joe.
we had.
Sorry.
they just literally just watch the class be naughty. They don't care. But then as soon as a higher member of staff comes in, which I'll get into later, they're like, oh no, I've done everything I can. I've told them to stop. I put my entire heart into stopping the class. Yet I've
He just
sacrificed
started
my.
crying, you know.
Yeah, they used to like start crying and everything, say how
Or
much they
World
tried.
War Three.
We get told off, like detention, everything like that. As soon as they leave the class, teacher's like, well, carry on doing what you want. I'm just going on my phone. Got to text my boyfriend, yeah. That's this type of teacher, yeah. Now let's go into the teacher who teaches, yeah, they're quite chill. These are teachers that they actually teach, yeah, but they're still quite chill. Like, they're ongoing. These are usually the immature teachers. Like, they shouldn't be, they should be teaching in the primary school, not secondary school. But then the good thing about these is they treat you with mutual respect as long as you treat them with respect. And I have respect for these teachers. Yeah, they just need to be a bit better at their jobs because at the end of the day, their job is to teach us, and some of them aren't just that great at doing it. Now, let's get into the teachers who they're just, yeah. These are the type of teachers you go into their class, they're strict, but once you get to know them, you like them. And I have a geography teacher like this. Basically, you first get to know her, all she does is make you write constantly. I mean, constantly, if you speak in class, you're getting lashings. You have to just constantly write. And it is painful. And yeah, they're very strict, but then once you get to know them personally, they've been your teacher for about 2 years. Like, you just start to like them, you get used to the work, and yeah. But then it's just more when they work you too hard, and it's like, why are they doing this? What is the point? And yeah, then you got the last and final teacher. These are the job worths. The only way I can explain them is they come into school, their face entire red from stress. Like, their face is like really red from stress. And you look at them funny. They look at you back with like some Vietnam flashback, like in their eyes, just staring at you like a still face. Like, this is what these teachers are. And you're just like, what the hell? And then these are the ones which the petty rules. They hunt you down for petty rules. For example, in our school, there's a rule where you're not allowed to go on your phones during the school day. Like, you're not even allowed to have it out. If your mum rings you, you're not allowed to answer. You have to go to reception and call your mum and ask her what she wants. Yeah, that's how bad it is. Like, yeah, they will confiscate your phone. They will take your personal property off you and put it in the office, where you have to collect it at the end of the day. Yeah. But yeah, so that's great. And these are some of the teachers, the younger kids, like the new year sevens, which is the equivalent of freshmen in America, whatever you want to call them, or like whatever you call them, the first year of school, like the people just coming to school. These are the people they bum lick, and they tell you. We was in the bathrooms. I was playing PUBG in the bathroom on my phone with an old mate, and these 2 year sevens coming with what I call a job's worth teacher. We got our phones confiscated at last. I'm like, yeah, why? Why did these two little kids, like, yeah, grasp on us? But yeah, I'm not going to get into that. Fair enough. They're abiding the school rules. But yeah, that's the teachers. That's the different types of students. Am I right? Is there any student types we missed out on?
Yes.
What do you want?
What ones?
You missed out on Pete transgender lot.
Oh yeah, that comes into the autistic lot. Like, yeah, like you just want to. Yeah.
Who wants to cut their penis off after tons of years of having one, or add a penis to their own thing? Like,
Jesus Christ,
so
Joe.
just fold
We'll
it
end
in.
it there, Joe. We're not getting into any controversies here, Joe. Saba, do you agree with like the type of students and teachers I've just mentioned, or do you say there's like extra ones?
Right.
Or would
I
you
saw
say
a
I've
message from
I'd say you
Piglet
done quite well,
Bushby saying,
Okay,
"Did Emily's
I've done-
gonna walk in?"
okay, I've done quite well described.
Joe, what are
Right,
you
let's
on
just speak
about?
about curriculum. We don't know what he's on
I'm
about. But
currently listening to Alfie Bushby, right? And he said he could hear happy breathing from someone, and I was messaging me saying, "Did Charlie's mum walk in?"
Is he
wow.
messaging you or talking in chat? Or is he talking in chat?
It's messaging me.
Tell him to
Okay,
talk in
right,
chat. What a nonce.
But
Alfie
honestly,
Bushby is not a nonce. He
Alfie,
is one of
come
us
talk in
lads.
chat, mate.
okay, right, lads, let's chill out.
Unless
Okay,
you're scared of
sense.
sap. He's neo-Nazi.
Why would you be scared? Why are we all scared of each other? What's going on?
I'm a neo-Nazi. I can't say that. I'm not a neo-Nazi.
So you're a Neopet.
Well, how did you know?
Wait, Sam, what's your ideas on curriculum, like the current school curriculum?
Pretty sick. We don't need
I
school.
think
Yeah, you're sick of being a Neopet, Charlie.
Let some speak.
I think
Yeah.
it's a very touchy subject because the curriculum. I feel like they're doing so badly with it, but you can't really point out the flaws necessarily and fix them because it's just more trouble than it's worth. It'll be so hard to just change up school, but they need to desperately. They need to urgently, but it would be hard to do so. And I think that in doing so, they just make it worse than it already is. And I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to make it so appealing to us that it's the most unappealing thing ever. And I just
Yeah.
can't get my head around that. And I think that, genuinely speaking, school is not going to get better anytime soon. Though I'd like it to very much, for all of our sakes, for all of our children's sakes and stuff like that. But it's not going to change. Everyone's so grown and used to it that it's not going to change,
And
unfortunately.
not only that, the thing is, we hate the curriculum so much. Yet the thing is, if they was
Well,
to
that's
change it,
fair,
it's
I
going to
guess.
disrupt everyone who's been in school, everyone who started school. It's going to disrupt everyone, because then that's their lives wasted, like working on this curriculum. If someone to just turn around and say, "Oh yeah, we're going to have to change the curriculum for your good," oh yeah, it's going to be good, but then out of nowhere, it's just, yeah, they've just wasted a lot of their life on this education, if you know what I mean. But then we've had that problem at school at the moment, haven't we? Because of teachers leaving.
We've been
Yeah.
put in an unfortunate situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad
Basically-
hours in 2019.
We study computer science. Well, we used to study computer science. We've been studying it for 2 years at this point. Maybe on average about 3 hours a week, would you say?
Yeah. About 3-4 hours a week.
Yeah, about 4 hours a week for 2 years. Just wasted. I don't even want to work that out. That's 800 hours.
Until someone's mum phoned into school.
Yeah, my mum phoned into the school. She went berserk on them.
Now
I
the
just
class
had
hates
that mum.
you. Feels good.
You know the type of woman to ask for the manager? That's my mum.
Karen.
Like,
Karen.
yeah, a Karen.
Karen.
My mum is a Karen. The thing is, there's advantages to it.
Karen Porn Gaming 120.
Like, there's advantages for it. For example, like if a mobile supplier like screws you up, like screws something up, and like they're trying to be dodgy, like my mum calls them up, we get what we want, everything gets sorted. But then it's just with the school and all that, like I look like a retard.
Why have you
basically.
not phoned up me to say that my child has not been in? How disrespectful.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's
That's actually
my
what
mum.
happened.
She just calls up manager. Yeah, but that's enough talking about my mum being a Karen. Yeah. What was the topic? Oh yeah,
School-
basically
school
that's
science.
800 hours wasted because when our computer science teacher left because the school.
Reasons.
She was getting married. She
Yeah,
was
she was
getting
getting
married. That's why
married.
she left.
And also our business, our course has been changed because our business teacher has left because the school wasn't paying them enough, and like I said, the wannabe
His contract
chance.
ended. Yeah.
Yeah, his contract still had another year in it. Yeah, he left because he had enough of the grief. He wasn't getting paid enough, and he found it humiliating how he was a business teacher that never run a successful business. Which fair enough for them. Keep it going,
Big up the
please.
Brexit card game.
Yeah, big up the Brexit card game. Check him out, please.
Mr.
We've got
Fordham. Mr. Fordham was the best teacher.
Yeah, best teacher. It's a shame he's left.
That teacher
Cool.
that Nafa taught Joey Skems.
Yeah, but he was still a mad lad. Like literally, he was so like call us a
Joe,
bum if
he
you
spoke
want.
to you once. What are you on about?
Yeah, because
Oh,
I
he's in
was
Melbourne
speaking about
multiple.
Luke's brother, and he said that's the utterly worst sentence I heard in my life.
Yeah, no.
To be fair, it
Literally.
was. Worst
He was
sentence
such a
ever.
good teacher. No, don't call me a bumlick. Call me a bumlick if you want, yeah. But we used to sometimes we used to sit in his classroom at lunch and just speak to him.
You're such a
Nice to-
bumlick. That's so sad.
And if you go back to my game breakdown videos, he helped me do some of the research for those videos. Like, I mean, I used to sit in there and we used to do financial research and all that stuff.
And
Who
Yeah,
called Luke a
it's-
bumlick?
Oh,
Ollie.
Pooey bum, pooey bum, pooey bum.
as well
Yeah.
as the teacher was actually on a radio show, and he's on this channel. As a matter of fact, go check it out.
He is on this channel.
Link
Oh, yeah,
not in the
he's on-
description.
He's in
Right.
one of Luke's previous videos.
If you want to find it, just go from my videos. You'll find it eventually. I don't upload too much now.
But this is one of his recent videos, so you better
probably
This
go.
is like
I'll
6
watch
months
it.
ago, Joe. Nowhere near recent.
Wales this
Yeah.
year.
That's like 15. There's only like 15 videos down or something. Let's check it out now. Actually, how many videos down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I don't want to watch a video. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, oh, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30 videos down, so not too much, and it was uploaded 5 months ago. Jesus Christ. That's a long time ago. It don't feel like that long ago, does it?
Well, this year has gone quick.
Yeah, like, this year's gone very quick. Like, imagine how quick year 11's gonna go.
I think year 11 will go incredibly quickly.
Yeah, which is gonna be a
Year
bit
7
crappy.
felt so slow
I
though.
can't wait for prom, guys. Who are you guys gonna ask?
I think
Charlie,
we
you
should
can
cover
ask
that
your
in a
mum.
later. I think we should later. I think we should cover that in a later video. Prom, like
Tomorrow.
nearer to the time, obviously.
No, doing
Yeah,
it
no.
tomorrow.
I think
Yeah.
Charlie might have someone to go prom with. I don't know who.
Really?
Luke, did your sister go prom?
No, I don't think she did actually.
Charlie, you should go with Luke's sister.
I'm going with Big Sister, confirmed.
Mate, she what one? The
Wait,
younger
older
one,
or
I'm nine.
younger? Yeah. See?
Charlie doesn't
I'm down
know.
for either.
Yeah, she look like a nonce. Either way, someone's a nonce. My sister goes prom with you. She's a nonce. You go prom my little sister. You're a nonce. See what
Unless it's a threesome. So we're all nonces. Or you're all of you are nonces.
Joe, I'm getting.
I don't like where this is going.
Why you
I don't either.
Same.
Okay.
Luke, it was
so-
your Joe. It was your idea. What?
Yeah, Joe, you made that.
I don't know what I'm
Oh,
going about
okay.
sometimes.
How about we just
was-
knock
Okay.
the sister out? Then she can't come
Okay,
late.
let's,
Oh, what one?
In-game,
let's
in-game.
just end it there. Let's just end that conversation there.
Yeah,
alright?
yeah.
Let's just end it
Yeah.
there.
Let's
Yeah,
talk about Boris Johnson and his speech on his Instagram account.
Yeah. Okay. Do you reckon it's safe to end the podcast here?
Been going for
Um,
47 minutes. You sure?
I think we should.
Uh,
We could carry on, I guess. I
15
mean,
more
if
minutes,
if
Should
you
we
please.
guys,
carry on to
if you
nothing
guys have more
till an
topics to
hour?
talk about, then go
what
for
should we
it.
speak about? Who wants to speak about? Like someone.
Right. So
give
what
us
have we
something
spoken about? We spoke about Beanie. We spoken about the day out. We talked about. I think.
We
Yeah.
spoke about Luke's sister. Luke's
to-
sisters.
Yeah, oh, for God's sake, yeah.
Should we talk about
Um,
Charlie's siblings?
I have one sister,
think-
man.
Charlie, you got one
I think
sister,
we should.
one
Ooh,
older
I've
brother,
got something
one
to speak about.
step
I've got
brother.
something to speak about.
Yes, that is correct.
Right, here's.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about
That
Dominic
stepbrother,
Marshall.
Joe. That stepbrother is your cousin, long lost
Not my
cousin.
cousin, my like fifth cousin. Who's
Exactly.
your stepbrother?
Not
So
my
we're
cousin.
related,
Not my
Charlie.
cousin.
Okay,
My
lads.
fifth
Okay,
cousin.
chill out, lads. Chill out, lads.
So we're
Right.
related,
Yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah, we are. Hey, stepboy.
Okay.
Don't say
What are you
like
doing,
that, Charlie.
step bro?
Hey,
Okay,
stepbro.
right, I've got an idea. I know what I'm
Step
going to speak about, right? I know what I'm going to speak about. I know what I'm going to speak about. Okay. Right.
Joseph's
here's
tragedies.
I don't think this is. I think this is TRS.
Shush, shush, shush.
Okay. Right. Basically, I've applied for the British Army. Yeah. And
TRS.
basically, the reason I haven't been uploading a lot on this YouTube channel is because I didn't want to be too devoted to it. End up getting like a decent following. By decent following, probably about 300 people, maybe 1,000 if I'm lucky, and then ending up in like a year's time going, oh yeah, sorry lads, I'm off to the armed forces. Yeah, mate, ain't uploading again in like another 15 years if YouTube's still running. Like,
So boys,
yeah, I
ain't
didn't wanna
uploading
do that.
again. Died in arm.
If you can build a TV, you can build a car. If you can build a car, you can build a whole town.
Yellow
You
Rose
can
build
build a
fucking
town.
TV.
You can build your uncle's Lego city project. If you can build that, you can build a boat. If you can build a boat, you can build anything you want. But something you can't fix is Charlie's parents' marriage.
For fuck's sake.
You should have said Charlie's hairline.
You can't fix Charlie's hairline.
You wouldn't steal a bus.
No.
You wouldn't steal a boat. You wouldn't steal a TV. So why did you steal my hairline? Cameron,
Yeah.
please.
Charlie's
Give
just
it
asking
back.
God. Charlie's just
Yeah, so
asking God where his hairline is.
Yeah, so basically, I applied for the British Army. Yes, I didn't want to do that legal
Fuck
defence
you.
kind. Yeah, however, I've got under by it, and I went to the orthodontist the other day, and it turns out I need to get braces for 24 months, and you can't join the army with braces. So I can't join the army for another 2 years. So that's a whole year I'm just left doing nothing. Because there's no point going to sixth form because that's a 2-year course. Most college courses are a 2-year
Get a job,
course.
you deadbeat.
Exactly, so I'm just going to get a job, go to the gym, and I'm going to... Hopefully I can turn this YouTube channel into a job. Let's subscribe so I can start getting paid, alright? Yeah, please.
Yeah, can we just all unsub right now?
Please don't. Yeah, so, yeah, that's it. Just, I'm applying for the army. Yeah, and all I've got to do is... I guess it is kind of a blessing, so I can focus on this YouTube channel a lot more. I can get fitter and not, like, have to rush my fitness and end up going in there half fit when I've got, like, a year to get, like, really fit, if you know what I mean. I could get fitter and healthy. So
You need a
it's prob-
6-pack, of course.
Hey, so, you know, it's a blessing in disguise, I bet. You know, why not? I might get like 1 trillion subs and decide to continue YouTube. I don't know.
That's something I
mean,
wanted
you'll
to
be-
ask you guys. Also, Luke. Luke.
Pardon?
That's something I want. Sorry, Luke. Sorry, cutting you off. But that's something I wanted to ask you guys. What is your views on things like 6-packs and 8-packs and stuff? Like personally, I think they're disgusting to look at. Like they're just so. Ugh. No,
The
don't
thing
know
is-
why you'd want them.
Yeah.
They're disgusting.
Like,
All
does
I'm gonna say
anyone,
is that
does anyone
that's
prefer
all
6-pack
that's all
pint?
that's going. That's all that's going for the men on Love Island. That's all I'm
No,
saying because
dad bods.
the men
Dad
on
bods
Love
are hot.
Island, the men on Love Island, they don't really have
Dad
much
bods.
going on their faces. If I'm being completely honest, all they
Yeah,
have is that they're conventionally, how do I put this, fit. And by fit, I don't mean healthy. I mean ripped to the point where it looks like they're tensing 24/7, and it's rather unpleasant to look at. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say. If I could work out every day until I'm 19 and maybe grow a few extra inches, I'd be able to go on that show. I wouldn't have to have any degrees. I wouldn't have to have any sort of knowledge apart from the fact that I'm ignorant. Because I'm sorry to admit, but a lot of the people on that show are rather ignorant. They are very self-obsessed due to just being surrounded by people like that. I don't know if you've ever watched American Psycho, and I don't know why I'm bringing this into it, but it's a bit like that, how Christian Bale was in this whole world of insanity where he's just surrounded by people like himself, and he ends up murdering people to get through with it because he has these malicious tendencies. Honestly, that's the road that these people are going down. There was one man on Love Island who ended up killing himself due to it. It's just really sad that it's sad that they've got this life of just partying and booze and women sleeping with a different woman every night.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Talk about Love Island. Subscribe to Luke's channel so you can watch more Love Diamond videos.
If it's
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
released.
As you could see in the chat by Cadet Bush, subscribe to him, everyone. He's the ultimate glad of this one.
Yeah, what was I saying?
But
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just an endless
my
cycle.
view-
It's gonna get you killed. It's killing the men and women off very slowly. They're surrounded by misogyny. They're surrounded by this just this whole just like layer of a screen that doesn't exist. They think that they're living the perfect life when in reality there is no perfect life. Everyone just has to get by in the life that they're living, and they will never be able to accept that. And that's why the majority of the people on the show, they will one day kill themselves or could fall into a deep depression, and it's sad, but that's the truth. And I think I have gone completely off the topic of Charlie's question.
Yeah.
Of what do I think physics facts? But
The thing is,
honestly,
it's also a bit gay
that's
as well.
just my train of thought. Sorry.
It's also, I just find it a bit gay as well. Like, other blokes don't look at other blokes with 6-packs and feel intimidated. Like, you look at them, you're like,
Oh
they've gone through all
god.
the effort just for
I only have a
vanity muscles,
4-pack.
you know what I mean?
Oh, he could
It's
beat
like-
me in a fight easy.
They're doing it to look pretty. They're
Ooh.
doing it to look pretty, basically. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, girls aren't attracted to that stuff.
No,
The
he's
girls are
intimidating
attracted to
the
confidence.
mosquitoes, you know? Mosquitoes
Yeah,
don't want
right.
to bite him because they know how much of a threat he is.
It was kind of gay, and you know they're just
And it ain't gay,
sensitive.
Luke. It ain't gay. Trust me.
Yeah, we all
If
go,
they do that,
Charlie.
Shut
it
up.
shows how sensitive they are. If you
Shut
go through
up.
your effort to go
Shut
ripped,
up.
Like, if you're
So-
that insecure, if you're that insecure to
Sorry.
like go through all that effort just to look ripped, you know that bloke's not confident. Girls just ain't gonna be attracted unless, of course, you're a slut, sleep with him once, and leave off with his chains and money.
Don't
Admit it,
slut
I'm
shame.
alright.
Don't slut shame.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts on the sudden rise in choking?
Choking. When did that have a sudden rise? I thought
I
that was
don't
always a
know.
common thing, Charlie.
I don't know, but everyone's just so open about choking now. Like, oh, I want you to choke me. It used to be like, oh no, I
Choking
have
love.
kinks, alright, but I want you to choke me right here, right now, until I'm unconscious. Please do it harder. Ah!
Are you sure? Charlie, are you sure you're still asexual? Like,
Yeah,
you
please,
are.
please, guys, please,
Charlie,
please.
you sure you didn't get a big cock shoved on your throat a minute ago, Charlie? By
Yeah.
Thomas Marshall. In the bar.
It was my
Charlie, you can't
uncle.
use his name.
Joe, you're gonna
I'm
get
sorry.
some kid doxed.
I'm sorry, I'll use a fake name. Keith
From
Johnson.
I'm
Michigan.
sorry.
Keith from Michigan.
Sorry.
Keith from Eyelid.
Charlie, your stepbrother's now been called Keith.
Keith
on
from
stream.
Taco Bell. Keith from Mum Back Taco Bell.
Keith from
Keith from
Ireland.
Zimbabwe.
Keith, the
from Nigeria.
Nigerian prince from
Oh.
Zimbabwe.
Oh, boys, did you hear about the Nigerian prince that managed to sell a bank in America, an airport?
Wait, what?
Please tell more. Right, explain the whole story, shall I?
I don't even know. I thought it was just a meme, but it's hilarious.
Imagine if that actually happened.
I know, like they're getting smarter, boys.
The first
We've
sort of
just got to
successful
put Megan
transaction.
Payne.
Hold on,
Well,
boys,
are
I
we
just got an
getting
email.
stupider?
Just got an email from a Nigerian prince. I want to see what he wants. Hold on.
He wants
Turns out he
100
doesn't want to
rupees.
choose money.
Indian rupees for an iPhone 4.
What I'm saying is always consider it. For all you know, it could just be a lone Nigerian prince who actually did want to share his money. Like, just
Or
watch
he might
that.
want McDonald's plastic straw.
Save the turtles.
Save the turtles. And I oop.
And I
Charlie, we found in Tesco's there's also just like a Visco girl aisle. I don't know why, but there's so much things that appeal to Visco girls. They have hydro flasks there. They have metal straws. They have what else did they have there? Like girls like they had scrunchies. It was just an aisle for Visco girls. It was
Save the
really weird.
turtles.
If you fall in a metal straw, you are aware
That was
it's
a
going to go right through
Fortnite
your skull and kill you.
shirt earlier.
Oh yeah, we saw a girl's
Fortnite
shirt and it said
shirt?
Fortnite on it.
Yeah. Girls
Is that
can't play
really Fortnite
Fortnite.
Ninja?
You'll see that in the video as well when I get it out of the vlog. Right, lads, I think we should end it here because I'm
Wait,
getting
3 more
tired of
minutes.
going off topic.
Let's read this.
Okay,
Nah,
right,
no.
what-
Can end it now if you want, boys.
But before we
call.
end, shout out to all our viewers.
Shout out,
Yes,
yeah,
our
shout
five
Shout
viewers.
out to all our viewers. Our
I'd just like
5
to give us
viewers.
a shout
I'm
out.
one of them.
We had
Shout-
7 views at one point, but now we're at a steady
Yeah,
5.
man.
Thank you guys.
All you
Very
5
funny,
viewers
thank you.
are welcome to all of our weddings.
I'm fairly sure like 3 of them are us. Suelfe, Love Ya Nahomai, what?
Who not?
One's Johnny, but I've hidden him
Bye,
and muted him.
Alfie.
Bye,
Because he's
Alfie
like leaking my
Bushby.
dream.
Thanks for watching. You're a good boy.
Joe, say you love
Come on,
him.
lads.
Say
Subscribe,
no
we're
home
gonna have
afterwards,
another
though.
one. We're gonna have
You
another
said
one in a
it,
few days.
Charlie. You love Alfie Bushby. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're a bro, Alfie. Oh,
We're gonna have another one out in
Alfie.
a few days.
Kinky boy in chat. Oh. Couple
Aw.
kissing emojis. Oh, boys. Joe, I think he likes you.
Bussy cheeks. That's his
Bussy
nickname
cheeks.
that we use for each other. Don't you,
Oh,
boys?
damn. Got a couple of
See you
those
lads.
already.
We'll
Pretty
see you
neat.
lads later. Charlie, you
Right,
can
see you
end
later.
it.
My video. Well, I just like to say. My video now
Nope,
has
end this
14 views, 3 likes, and no dislikes, and it has another comment. By Joe. It just says epic video. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks,
That's
Joe.
alright.
Okay.
Subscribe to Fargo and Santaphone Gaming and Joe's Had a Gamer on YouTube.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
If you don't subscribe, you have to lick your uncle's toes.
And don't forget, go add Sab on
Unless you
Snapchat.
can't.
His Snapchat is up there.
Go add
as
the
well as
Snapchat.
everyone
My
else's.
Snapchat has been running throughout this whole video. Just go for it, boys.
Don't
It's
forget,
okay. I
don't
text
forget,
back, guys.
he has
I'm-
500 gigabytes of child porn on his, he just has it. Jimmy Neutron said
That's every
so,
night.
and goodbye. This has been
Right, see you later.
Central
Yeah.
Gaming.
Oh,
Right,
dear.
mate. Remember,
Despacito.
the
No,
best
good
things
stuff.
happen in the dark.